steaming, easy, quick, hot bowl of soup, even quicker if you do some of my prep ideas. This is going to be a simple and quick video. I'm just holding the camera, guys, so I'm sorry. I got a package, I think 16 ounces of just white egg noodles. I do this differently. I'll talk about that when I'm assembling everything. I have carrots. I had a 5-pound bag. This is just what was left. It was about 2 pounds worth, I think. I just sliced them and diced them. This is a 12-ounce package of green beans, 12-ounce package of frozen corn, frozen green beans, and a 12-ounce package of frozen peas. And I'm using soup base. I buy my soup base at Sam's these days. A lot cheaper than, better than bouillon, although I love it. It's just price itself. It's just too much. And here is my 2 pounds of hamburger meat that I just went ahead and I've already browned it. And then I just threw it in the pot already, okay? Of course, I have water. Plenty of water. I'll need more than that, but that'll get me going. Okay, guys, I've moved some stuff around. I'm back over here at the stove. So forgive me, it's too tight of a shot. I don't have a lot of room over here. So you can see what's going in the pot. I've got it tight on the pot. I just showed you the vegetables. They're all going in. Just dumping them in. All right. I have my egg noodles. I'll show you a picture. I've got water boiling right here to the left of the stove. Well, it's on the stove on another burner. And I'm going to cook the pasta, but it's going to go in last. Okay, so right now I'm going to have to cover all this with water. So I don't know, I'll probably have to get a little more water, but I'm going to see here. This will at least get me going. All right. I know I've got I'm using enough for about a gallon of water. You can just use beef broth, but for better flavor, soup base is better. You don't add salt until you've done your soup base. Okay, so I'm gonna get that going. Well, I guess a fire would help. Sorry if I bumped the, there we go. So, that's pretty simple, isn't it? Now, what I've forgotten, obviously, y'all know I keep my onions. So, I'm kind of tethered to the camera. So, when I come back, I'll show you. I'll be right back. I've got to get the onions. I did forget them. I'm going to add a little garlic in too. Be right back. Here is the forgotten onion and garlic. The recipe, as always, this is a base recipe. I'm going to go over all of my alternatives that I add. Sometimes I don't add all the same stuff. So sometimes I do potatoes and barley in here. But tonight, it's going to be egg noodles. Okay. I'm simply going to give this a stir. My main thing to do at the moment is to bring this up to a boil. And when we get up to a boil, I will bring you back. Okay, as you can see, I'm up to a boil. And I've just cut that down. I'm going to bring it down to a simmer. Got a little sidetracked. I probably should have cut it down to a simmer. But as you can see, everything's looking beautiful. My onions have separated. Everything's in there. The garlic's in here, but it's so soft, as you can see. I hope you can pick that up. It just mashes apart. As I stir, it's going to just kind of fall apart. And right here in this pot, I've got my egg noodles. I'm going to cook them al dente, and then I'll put them in a colander and move them over to the soup. When I do that, I will bring you back. It's coming together beautifully. Alrighty, egg noodles done, drained. In they go. Now don't forget, you're gonna have to, your soup base will be to taste. And you don't want to salt until later. Okay? Some parsnips would be really good in here too. I just don't have any, of course. And look at that. Y'all, this is basically ready. When I spoon up a bowl, I'll show it to you and we'll talk about it for 2 seconds so I can talk about the alternative ingredients. Okay, y'all, this is steaming hot. Look at this. See if I can do this without making a mess. Then I always go in with the veggies and I come back in and put broth over the top. Now you get you some garlic bread or crackers or whatever you want with that. That's a good eating meal right there. Now I'm going to take you over to the table and finish up the video and tell you about the alternative ingredients. Okay, as you can see, this was so easy. Now, if you would go back, I'll put a link below, and if you do, you don't have to always caramelize the onions, but it's just the same thing. A lot of times, I will cut my onions up and I will cook them, 6-7 minutes right till when they're starting to soften, and then I will portion them out and freeze them, just like I've done. The link will be for my caramelized onions, but it's much quicker to do just the regular onions. Sometimes you want caramelized, and sometimes you just want sauteed. So I do that with my bell pepper as well. We're gonna have a live stream, I think, about that. I need to talk to y'all about that. Make things easy on yourself. But anyway, let me show you. So you keep some soup base on hand, or chicken broth, although altogether that's a lot more expensive, and you can control the sodium a little more when you're using the soup base because the water content would water it down. Now, I'm gonna give you base ingredients down below. I know I had a little more watered mine because I was going to put the egg noodles in this time, so I wanted a little extra. All right, so frozen vegetables. And I mean, the carrots weren't frozen, but you could get you a 12-ounce bag of diced frozen carrots, keep them on hand. You're ready to roll. And now I'm going to talk to you about the hamburger meat. A lot of times I'll take 2 or 3 pounds of hamburger meat. I go ahead and I brown it up in the pan. Then I divvy it back out to pound sizes, or for my family, about 2 to 3 pounds, depending on what meal I'm making. I have that ready to go. It's in the freezer. The onions are done, ready to go in the freezer. The garlic is done, oven roasted, ready to go in the freezer, etc. When I'm using bell peppers, I do the same. But anyway, I'm telling you, in under an hour, you can have, and of course, you can, I'm gonna, I think, give you the recipe for what I made, but then you'll cut it in half if you got a smaller family. Okay, so anyway, winter's upon us in some areas of the country already, and we love a nice, beautiful bowl of hot vegetable soup too, and this is easy. Of course, you can use stew meat with this as well. You can change it to chicken broth and add diced up chicken breast, just as good. So there's many things. I'll have to do some of these, but we're going to talk about this. I'm going to have a live stream. I've got several things I want to talk to y'all about in a live stream, so I'll be working on that and getting it ready so we can discuss stuff, make my notes and all that stuff. In the meantime, go eat this bowl of soup, because I am. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.